G'day folks, and welcome back to the channel for episode number 21 of our Hardcore Death Knight achievement run. Where last episode we got the first of the hardcore achievements, the hardcore exclusive achievements, that being Immortal Legend for reaching level 85. Now I'm not expecting to get another achievement this episode, but you never know. No, I'm just messing with you, we're definitely not getting any achievements this episode. Right, speaking of this episode though, I have already drank my potion of clarity, so let's see where we need to go to turn in any quests. Back to Olgrim, back to Minova. That's it. Okay, so Broken Hills. We'll go talk to the bird lady's human ghost mum. I'm guessing there was some sort of process that turned a human into a bird lady. But there's our attribute point that we're going to hoard for now. And with that done, we can go to the... where are we? Dead Man's Gulch. We'll go talk to Olgrim, and... is it Colin? I think it's Colin. Talk to him first. Yeah, Colin Tavern. There we go. Found your sister, R.I.P.
Good work.
And we send them off to Homestead. Now. Let's actually go do Pine Barrens straight up today. We could do the left-hand side of Homestead first, but I like Pine Barrens. I'm not sure why. We don't need to do this for reputation, because we're already maxed on Black Legion reputation. However, it is a lot of quests, a lot of quest XP, and it is packed into a very dense area. So we can get a lot of XP very quickly. When we get to level 90, if that happens in this video, I will be heading back to Elite because I once again forgot to go shopping and buy the level 90 Elite Mammoth Vanguard set. So I do want that for the chest and shoulders. And like I said, I failed to actually buy that in between episodes, so I will have to go back and get those. However, for now, let's go to Pine Barrens. And we'll kill Megara, and maybe she'll be feeling generous, and will give us a, what are we, level 84 I guess it'd be, for her amulet. That'd be a decent drop. But knowing my luck, she will not even drop the MI, never mind of the Grove on it. But we'll see what she drops. Not gonna hold my breath for anything good, but you know, maybe. Okay, so first stop is obviously the Rift Gate. We have to get this so we can come back and turn the quests in. And let's go ahead and zoom through this section. Been through here many times, so everyone should be familiar with how to get through it quickly. And because I did not save any of the drops from the Manticores, I'll have to get another one. But it's not really a big deal because, you know, if none of these drop it, I'm sure Megara will. Yeah, one of these will drop it for sure. He says there's none of them drop it. Okay, never mind. I mean, I didn't want it from them anyway. I'm just gonna go kill Megara, she'll drop it. Copium. It's alright, it's a relatively common drop. Ah, there it is. Alright. No... here we go, Goblin Shaman. Make sure you kill them first. And also make sure to keep Warcry active on Megara, because she can do a surprising amount of damage very quickly. Alright, there we go, and yeah, didn't even drop the MI, but that's alright. I don't need it, I've got my level, 32? Oh, never mind. I've got one already, put it that way. Okay. Next step, we head over here under the underpass, and we're going to go kill the spider and old Briarthorn. although not in that order. It's going to be the Briarthorn first, and I'm hoping the cave will be here. It's not here. It's fine. We'll just head around the corner, and it'll be just down here. Just down here. It's not here. Here we go. Third time's the charm. Alright, so we just need to get through this. Don't particularly need to kill anything, although, I mean, it's a juicy pack. That's not really. But, you know, two packs that are not juicy, when you put them together, maybe they're a little bit juicy? Maybe? I don't know. There's a decent chunk of XP there, but most of your XP at this point is going to come from quests, so I am vastly more interested in the quests than I am in killing random Briarthorns. Alright. Bladed plating, is that a shield one? Used in all armor. Health, offensive ability. That actually is not a horrible thing to have on this build. Because we are a physical build, our resistance shred on... where are we? On this one, Assassin's Mark, requires a critical hit. So we do want to have some offensive ability. And what's our crit chance? 10%, so it's actually not too bad. I think if it drops below about 5%, I'm going to start putting points in cunning just for the offensive ability. Because you really need to be critting at least semi-reliably. What's the duration on that, actually? This is a really bad place to be checking this. I am taking damage. 17-second duration. Alright. So 5% is probably actually fine. As long as you get one crit within every 17 seconds, you should be alright. Okay, so Ungoliax should go down pretty easily here. Constantly spawning little ads. Alright, and none of that stuff is any good. Also didn't drop her MI. Not surprising, just, you know, a little bit disappointing. Not that I'm playing an Arcanist anyway. Okay, Ogdenbog leather. Right, this is amazing. Okay, so everybody, let's just eat that. Everybody should have an anti-venom salve in your belt, and that gives you poison and acid resistance and a bit of armor. That armor is nice, but this one gives you defensive ability, which we have piles of it. We don't need any more. But it also gives bleeding resistance, which is quite rare on components. I think the Silk Swatch is about the only one we have access to at the moment that gives it. The downside to Ogdenbog leather is, if you have a look there, 8 Ugden blooms each. So the cost starts to add up. Now, I kind of want one of those for my belt. So, I wonder if I can go make one. Let's just have a quick look. If I can, I'll put it on the belt. And I'll also need... Actually won't need a Mankind's Vigil. But let's just have a look. So, Ogdenbog leather. We need 4 anti-venom cells. Easy. So, you remember how I was saying all through normal and all through elite that you can never have enough Ugden blooms? Well, I'm about to use a third of the ones I collected while I was deliberately trying to collect as many as I could, and that gets me one component. Yeah, once you start crafting, especially the quote-unquote end-game components, the Ugden Bloom and Aether Crystals and all your rare crafting components, it really starts to add up. But defensive ability, 2 resistances we actually needed. That bleeding, we definitely needed that. So yeah, winner winner chicken dinner. That particular blueprint I think is in the middle rarity in terms of how hard it is to get it. So pretty happy about that. I think living armor or spell scorch plating are the only other two that I really want. Maybe Titan plating as well. I mean, obviously I want all of them, but spell scorch plating is really good because it gives you elemental resistances on an armor kind of base. I think it gives Aether as well. Don't quote me on that one though. But yeah, really good components. Super stoked to get that one. I was not expecting... Well, I wasn't expecting any components actually, to be honest. I wasn't thinking about it. But I'm happy about it, that's for sure. Alright, let's go... I think I may have gone too far, yeah. How much damage are they taking? Almost nothing now, yeah. I didn't go far enough. Okay, here we go. As with a lot of things in this game, if you just follow the road, you'll usually get to where you're going. But then you play 2,000 hours and you think you know where you're going and stop following roads. And it turns out that actually you have no idea and you should just follow the roads. It's like that, have you seen that bell curve meme where on the left side you've got the complete newbie who says something really, like, really basic and silly, like, you know, just follow the roads. And then in the middle of the bell curve you've got, like, people who have played for a while and kind of know what they're doing, and they're like, no, don't follow the roads. The roads, like, they'll take you where you need to go, but they're really slow. You just go where you need to go. And then right on the other side it goes back to, like, you know, the super veterans who know absolutely everything about the game, the top 1% of the top 1% of all the players, and those people are just back to saying what the brand new guy's saying, like, hey, just follow the road. I feel like that meme applies here. Anyhow, into Tyrant's Hold. So we're here for the angry guy at the end. There is also a blacksmith in here, which could be fun. I'm not going to make anything at him, because it's Gampa, and I'm not allowed to use purple items in this kind of self-imposed challenge. But you can see him here on the map, Tyrant Hold, Celestial Smith. You can go to him, and actually, you know what? I will go down there. It's a little bit of a waste of time, but it's fun to point it out. Just give me a minute, guys. I'll be right there. Okay, so here's the Smith, and we kill his friends. That'll make him want to help us. Okay, so you can actually gamble for, I mean, they're not cheap, that's for sure, but you can gamble on weapons. So you get a random legendary melee weapon, or you can get a random legendary accessory. Maybe you want legendary armor. I don't think you can roll into... Hang on, where are we? Blacksmith combines Aurora count, blah blah blah. Up to level 75. Characters below level 58 may craft an epic. Okay. Alright, so maybe that's related to my level, or maybe it maxes out at level 75. I didn't know that, actually. But this is really cool. Depending on what you get, it could be very useful. It is definitely a gamble, though, for sure. Get a really nice legendary item that does absolutely nothing for you because it happens to be, you know, really good for Archons or something. It's a really nice Druid amulet, but you're playing a Death Knight, so you don't get any of the bonuses for it. But yeah, I thought that was really cool when I found it. Still some things that will surprise you in this game. I think I was around 1,200 hours in the game when I found that Smith, something like that. It was before I finished all the achievements, so it took me quite a while. Alright, I think we can skip a lot of this stuff. Let's just open open the door, we'll go in here, get our 3 green items. Alright, now we are hunting for witch doctors or whatever they're called, the healers for these guys. I just saw someone get healed, so there's at least one in here somewhere. Here he is. Alright, this guy definitely... I won't say he hits like a truck, but he maybe hits like a small car, perhaps. I think I may be standing in puddles, but that could just be the graphics for all the bleeding I'm doing. I think it's just the graphics for bleeding. Alright, so he goes down. Mage Storm of Attack. It's not awful. Of Attack is offensive ability, which is pretty good. Alright, what's my guaranteed blue? It's a purple, and that's a gun? That's a ring. Okay, it's that ring. Where are we? That one there. Fire and... I was going to say Fire and Cold, but that's Aether and Chaos. Chaos convert to Aether as well. Interesting. Okay, we are done here, so let's go do our massive turn-in. And then... yeah, where are we? What are you doing? Need any help? Okay. Spam the turn-in. Looking to do my part. There we go. Alright, 87. So, Necro Bar's nearly full. And then after that, I have no idea what we spend points on. I would probably say more points in Warcry would be good. Maybe more points in Blitz, so we can do a bit more damage with that, but realistically we're using Blitz for blindside and for movement, so maybe a couple more points in some of these passives would also be alright. Okay, I am going to head back. Now, this that I'm about to do is actually probably pretty silly, but I'm going to do it anyway. This is 100% optional and is a little bit dangerous. What I'm going to do... you know what? I'm not going to do it. I was going to run all the way around and open up the bridge to Twin Falls, but no, that's way too much running for me, so I'll just do that later. That's fine. We'll go ahead and start the left side of Homestead. Probably finish it as well, actually. We've got a few quest turn-ins we can do. What's the problem? Yep, absolutely. Someone just hit Revered. Was it Homestead? Devil's Crossing, perhaps? Or Homestead? Pretty happy about that, though. Okay. What was that? Gloves? Nope. Nope. I think I will probably end up using the same gloves I have right up until we put the Krieg set on at level 90. Or 94, sorry. So yeah, that's... I know that level 70 requirement is from the Kingsguard powder, so I'm pretty sure those gloves are like level 55. This is not a good idea. I may have to just swap them out.
Got something you need stashed?
Let's have a look at the Black Legion. They have some decent gloves. No, they don't. They do have some decent boots. Not for us, though. Must have been Homestead that had the gloves then. I know someone here had kind of okay gloves. Here we go. What is that? Piercing and Vitality. So we would lose 30%. Yeah, I don't care about that. The bleeding, though. Putting that on would actually uncap our bleeding resist. So... that is just so much resistances, but they're the wrong type. Do I have bleeding on one ring? On 2 rings. So what I could do is I could take off that Harmonious Exalted of the Sea. Put that one on. Then get a Slith Venom to bring up the bleeding and poison. Do I have Slith Venom on all of these? I could have had another one on there, actually. Yeah, let's do that. I need the armor. So, take a quick trip to Devil's Crossing. I think we can... Nope, not yet. Let's go ahead and melt these, keep the add-on, and now it's too late. Now I'm stuck with it. Resistances are actually okay, but not amazing. So Pierce and Poison. Nah, we need the Elemental. Okay, that's fine. So we definitely don't need any more poison. Where are we? That one. So check that on there. That's internal trauma stuff. I don't think we really need that, but... You know what? I'm going to put it on there as well. So, ideally in Ultimate you want 30%-ish overcapped on all your resistances. So I'm playing a little bit fast and loose with some of them. But it should be okay. 31, 27, okay, so... Yeah, that should be fine. Alright, let's go ahead and do the left side of Homestead now. Finally. And last episode I was saying, like, you know, I'm not going to mess with my gear anymore, I promise. Well, that was a lie. But also, those gloves really needed to go. They were really hard to get rid of, though, just because of the resistances on them.
I'll skip the plus. The Legion is split.
Okay, and yep, agree. So we might hit level 90 this episode, actually. We'll see how it goes. But there's a decent amount of quest XP around here, so could happen. Never know. There's 88. Three more. Okay, one, and that'll be 2 and 3 up here. Beautiful. Now, being as how this is Ultimate, and the secret quest comes from Dayla, make sure you grab her book here. Also, this little quest here gives XP, so make sure you do it. I'm going to go over here to the Devotion Shrine. Devotion Shrine is a good sort of map marker. It does also give XP. There's a Fate Weaver's Mantle, which I'm not going to use. But it's a good map marker for this barn, which could have a body in it with a quest item on it. It does not this time, but it could have been here. From here, you can go down to this building, which may also have the body in it. Does not. It'll be in this little room here if it's going to be in there. And failing that, if you follow the road, could be... Is it this one? Yeah, this one here. So this body here could also have the will. And there's one more in a building sort of over here-ish, where it could be if you haven't found it yet. Okay, so we have got 10 dynamite. That'll be more than enough to rescue that poor demon from inside the body of a little girl. So let's head down there and rescue Callista. There we go, beautiful. I was wondering if I would be close enough to blitz to one of these. That's an amulet. 1 inventory slot for those bits. I'll pay it. Okay, so 1 dynamite, and in we go. Now this little girl, as we all probably know by now, is a demon. If you just take the bottom option, then click on the tick, you should have her decently damaged before she finishes crawling out of the ground. And as long as you remember not to stand in the fire after she dies, you should be fine. And then we rift back to Rotting Croplands. Now from here we're going to head over to the left. Actually we're going to go ahead and max out the Necromancer tree as well. So the Necromancer tree is now at 50 out of 50, so we have about 12 more skill points. After level 90 you only get 1 point per level, so 89 will be the last time we get 2 points, I think. So yeah, it should be about 12 points left. Okay, this building here, this is the last place where the will could be. So if you haven't found it by here, this is the last place it could be. Okay, this totem is probably the second most dangerous totem. If I had to pick a second one, it probably would be that one. So I recommend not doing that totem for now. It could also be here. And it could also be, Riftgate is here, it could be just up here. So like I said, I do recommend skipping that one for now. Just because I do think it's the sort of... Yeah, I'm gonna say it. It's the second most dangerous one in the game. Or at least in the open world part of the game, in the campaign. I can't think of any that are more dangerous than that. Basically, Ancient Aether Warped have the potential to spawn a whole bunch of really tanky ethereal titans on top of you, and you can't run away because they blitz at you. And they leave a whole bunch of goop on the ground all the time. And it's a bad time. You either kill them or you die. You kind of can't run away. Or at least not easily. Okay, so Bismeal's Authority. Part of the Bismeal set for a pet conjurer. I'm probably going to make a few people cry when I sell that for bits. But you know what? I'm not playing a summoner this time. Okay. So that was the detonation site. That was what we got the last will of Matthias for. Was for that little that exalted chest. We are now looking for the Dome of Tyrant Hide, or Hive rather, which is going to be in, you know what, it's here, but it could have been in any one of, I think there's 6 or 7 different spawn locations. But they're all sort of in this area. Okay, I'm gonna skip Gollus, because I don't want his ring, and I don't need the devotion shrine that's near him, so we'll skip him. I am going to try and get the exalted chest though, so I'll just poke my head down here. And the exalted chest is going to be... or it could be, rather, in this room here. It's not here. Okay. I see him. Now I have to go in there and kill him. Okay, so there's goop on the floor here. Should be fine, but make sure you get out of it. Windborne Greaves. Don't think we'll be using those. I do kind of want to replace those blue boots just because... okay, yeah, those are really common and you don't have to use them. But it kind of... It's killing the vibe, you know? Alright, where is my first key? Where are the viziers? I gotta say, Warcry is great fun. Pretty much just yell at things, and they die. It's actually really good fun. Okay, so there's the first one. We're not going to go down there. I won't bother with Gollus. His ring, I guess, could be okay, but I think my rings are alright. I didn't put a frozen heart on that. Just trying to see if I have a frozen heart. I think I swapped my weapon out. I do have a frozen heart. There we go. Look at that, beautiful. It's almost like I didn't completely forget about it. Okay, Grand Vizier Lozakal can take care of his friends first, I think. At least partially. Okay, now, the Queen. The Queen. What is our physical resistance like? 12%. That's actually better than I expected, but still bad. So in her first form, she does a ton of poison damage. And I think she also does piercing with her main attacks. But it's her second form when she gets off the wall. That's the one that's actually quite dangerous. Because she basically tears the roof down and throws it at you. I came in here to check for the Exalted stash. It's in that other location in the middle of one of the floors that I can never remember. So it looks like I'm not going to get it this time. I am going to save Mark of Torment for when she's off the wall. And I'm going to use it just before she does the first sort of pull the roof down attack. Here we go. So she has a tell for when she does it. And it's that one. So Mark of Torment's up. There we go, she's dead. Alright, so now we run away, because we're not leeching anymore, but the roof is still falling down. And that's it. She's dead. The map is happy. It's even got a smiley face on it. Let's go get the Ethereal Abomination. So on Ultimate, at this point, I'm not expecting any issues with the Ethereal Abomination. Or whatever it is, the giant green cow. Not expecting any issues with it. But, you never know. What is our Aether res at? 31 over cap, so even with a little bit of shredding we should be fine. Should. The other thing I want to do here is kill a whole bunch of vanguards and maybe get a new hat. Not too worried about the scarecrows. Here we go. Nope, no dice. That's right. There's also one specific flesh-warped commander that lives around here somewhere, who has a decent chance of dropping that helmet. So let's see if I can find him. Also, as long as we're in the area, or I guess I should say, since we just hit a level, let's actually have a look. So I'm considering putting more points into Mark of Torment, but 43% for 5 points is not bad. You're going to have to spend a lot more points to get up to sort of 50 to 55%. So I think that's probably not great. I think we spend it in Soldier and 2%. Okay, so we don't get extra damage for putting points in that. The other thing is we could go for Field Command for the offensive ability. It also has increased armor, but we're only going to get 1% for our 2 points. We could go in here, but we would get... No, that's actually a really bad idea. I was thinking if we got some more casting speed, it could be worth it. Scars of Battle might be the way to go. 2 points in there would maybe mean we could take the scaled... Yeah, I think we do that. I don't think there's enough there now to swap that back to Ancient Armor, but I think another level should do it. Alright, here we go. I'm noting a distinct lack of helmets. Seal of Shadows, Pierce, and Acid. So no. I can't remember what the physical one is called, but there is a Seal of Might maybe? That does physical as well. That could be good. Let's have a look at that. That is more armor, better stats. Yeah, decent resist on it as well. I may use that one. Let's just kill these guys before they come through the gate. Okay. So as always with the Ethereal Abomination, the thing you want to watch out for is the Aether waves he'll put on the floor. That is the dangerous part of this fight. So, this is my OCD kicking in. I can't have stuff on that last page. So basically, when he comes out, I'm going to kind of move him back a little bit. Just so I can run to the side, because if I fight him in the doorway, it's a little cramped. And I'm watching for... he'll put the plumes up, and then the next thing he does should be the waves. So, that's the part I'm worried about. Maybe I'm not going to bring him out. I'm just going to wait for those things. 1, 2, 3. Alright, let's go. So there's the Aether waves. I kind of got him attacking the wall there, which actually worked out way better than I expected. I'm going to Mark of Torment this and just keep attacking. And there we go. Not too bad. What is that one? Arcane Eclipse. No! Alright, let's grab our loot, and we'll get out of here. And there we go, left side of Homestead is complete. I think we can keep going for a bit longer. 38 minutes, we'll get a start on the right side at least. Yep, XP pot's still going. Okay, and yep, I'll have to go back to Homestead. Let's buy his stuff. Check for any jewelry. No. Okay. Go ahead and vendor all this stuff. There we go. Bismeal's trinkets turn the ring into some iron bits. There's probably some very unhappy people watching this right now.
There was much I see my scouts have reported back.
Okay, I will rescue the prisoners. And I remember that I think I remember that this character had the, yep. The insignias are ready to go.
Hold on to that for you.
You know what, we'll just leave that on the floor. We'll talk to these guys. Choose our side.
I have come to represent Kaiman's.
And unfortunately, we're still working with the Kaiman's bigots. But, you know, it keeps us out of Aether Fire, so I guess I can't really complain. Let Dayla know that we found her diary. And, what do you need? I want you dead. I've already done it. Here you go. Let's see if we can get to 90. If I can get to 90, we might make a quick trip back to Elite to buy some new armor.
I don't know what you.
There we go. Okay, I am going to go back to Elite and buy some armor. That's Homestead. That's Black Legion. Okay. So, we exit, we go back to Elite. And now the fun begins. Because I want 5% Fizz Resist on my chest. And yeah, I know I'm only going to be using it for 4 levels, but physical resistance is kind of a big deal. What have we got on this one? 4%.
Come see what's left of my wares.
So, Vanguard. 3%, so I'm not buying those. These shoulders, what are we looking at for the shoulders? 43%, 9%. They're actually not bad. I'm going to say that's good enough.
Iron well spent.
I guess we'll go to Covan's Refuge for now. This is just to reset the shop, so I'm going to go ahead and chuck that on. Piercing and bleeding, 2%. Okay. That should be enough, so let's go back. Now on the chest, like I said, I'm looking for 5% Fizz Res. 36% reduced stun would be okay, but we're decently over cap, so I don't care about that one so much. Alright, 4%. This is actually not a huge upgrade over what we already had, and it's minimum rolls on a couple of those. So that's fine, we'll just reset again. I think the only rolls on this that I care about is the 5% physical resistance. And then the health roll, it's random between 480 and 720, so I think anything over 600 I'll take. And then we'll go back to Ultimate.
Come see what's left of my wares.
5%. You know what? It's more than I have now. We'll do it.
Put it to good use.
Alright, what do we got? Kingsguard.
Come see
I
what's
think
left
we
of
can
my
get
wares.
that here. It's not, it's Black Legion thing, isn't it? Yeah. We are level 90 though, so we can use the Mammoth Wound Seer and Soul Guard, which could be good. I'm gonna buy. You know what? I'll buy 7 of each. I think I may already have some in the stash actually, so that could have been a mistake, but that's fine. And back to Ultimate. Let's see how our resistances went, and I also want to see if I can't go back to double ancient armor plates.
I'll keep your stash safe.
Looks like I already had... Yeah, I already had those. That's fine. We'll hang on to those. What are you? Flame Weave. Probably don't need that. We'll just take those out for now. Okay, this one. Give me 2 of those. Silk Swatch going back on the shoulder, yep. Alright.
Need something broken down?
Yes, give me my add-on. So I actually only needed one of those. Give me the add-on. Keep the item. Okay, you know what? 99%, I'll take it. That's fine. Okay, so the Flame Seer Fire and Lightning one, I do want to use that. Ideally, I think I want 2 of them. I think it was Malmoth, or Homestead.
No questions.
Flame Weave, it was Homestead. That's Pearson fire though, so you guys can't see this, but I am looking. Where are we? I'm just on Grim Tools looking for fire and lightning resistance. Fire and lightning is, yeah, it's Homestead. Okay, so that's what I wanted. So back to Homestead.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Okay, fire and lightning, where are we? That one, so I want, what, 2 of those?
See you
Yep,
around.
2 of those I think. So I'll put that on the legs and the chest. And then definitely want that one on there. And I can put 1 more augment on my gloves, 1 more on my belt. Those are fine. I definitely need Pierce. Pierce and Poison. Can go on the belt. You know what? I want another one of those. Pierce and Poison on, what was it, gloves? There we go. Alright. Successfully fixed resistances. Got a little bit more physical resistance. Got more armor. Winner, winner, chicken dinner and all
Your
that.
stash safe. I'll hold on to that for you.
Do we use a potion? I think we may as well. Alright. Let's go ahead and do some actual content. Okay, so character's changed a bit. The look at least. I don't love it, but I'm not going to spend time during the video doing it. I probably should have done all that gearing off camera because it took a decent chunk of time, but it's also valuable, I guess, for people to see kind of the process I go through when I'm upgrading gear. Alright, so 4 more levels and we get Creek set. So I'm guessing it's going to be just in time for Ligorian. It's Assassin's Mark finished leveling up. Okay. Now I'm just going to go into the Bloodgrove, I think, do all of the Bloodgrove, then go back to town, get the Chthonian seals, and then go do a bunch of turn-ins all at once. So I need to find Bolvar, and I need to kill Bolvar. I'm trying to kill the Kaiman's guys because I'm used to them being enemies. Because, you know, basically enemies of everyone who's alive, but that's fine. We're just going to pretend that this character doesn't know about the Forgotten Gods lore. And hasn't talked to their leaders or... You know what? It's fine. So like I said, I do need to find and kill Bolvar. If this is Forsaken, which it is, I will do this one. Alright, here we go. When you pop these totems, if you're going to do them, try not to stand in goop, but also make sure you're using Warcry on cooldown. I say as I don't use it on cooldown. Okay, Blood of Chthon, definitely good. Seal of the Skies, not the one I want. Stoneplate Greaves, these are actually okay. We obviously have better waiting for us at 94, so I'm not going to bother. But they can be decent. Blue item, the Ognapesh, yeah. Alright, awesome. So, nothing really fancy, but, you know, good XP. Now, if I was a Bolvar, where would I be? That is the question, isn't it? Because we gotta find him. He'll be around here somewhere. There's one of our quests. Hopefully he's right in front of this gate. He's not right in front of this gate. That's fine, we can send these back to Homestead. I think he's likely to be over to the right. Nope, here he is. And down he goes. Okay. I think that's the second or third time I've found that Spite Wraith girdle. Okay, we are done in the Blood Grove, so let's go get the Rift Gate, and we'll be on our way. There's Respected with the Outcast. I am going to have to come back and do this at some point just to get that quest out of my journal, because it's going to drive me nuts otherwise. But it is definitely not something I recommend doing. Unless you've accidentally picked a quest up, same as I did, and it bothers you that it's there, same as it does for me. I would strongly advise not doing that quest. Because we already have Revered with the Rovers, I'm pretty sure. Let's double check that. Rovers are not Revered. But I also don't really care so much for that, for the Rovers stuff. And just walk straight past the Ramguard sources. That's fine. Yeah, I would recommend against going into optional Chthonic side areas if you can avoid it. Obviously, I'm not your dad, you do as you like, but maybe this time listen to not your dad and don't do it. Okay. So I need 3 Chthonic seals. Do I actually already have 3? Did I only picked 1 up. Wow, that's nuts.
Got something you need stashed?
Let's, what are we doing? These ones. So 2 of those.
Safe with me. Promise.
I am told that I could not win the Legion was forced to...
Okay. Yep. Absolutely. Whatever you say, boss lady.
Give you a good price on what I've got left.
Let's just get rid of all this, and then we'll go turn in
Put it to good
all of our
use.
lovely new quests here at... Actually... Oh, we haven't done that yet, never mind. So, Sara's Bastion, we'll go ahead and turn in all of the quests for these guys. It should be, I want to say 2, then they'll send us into Fort Harran, then they'll send us for the Ashes, I think. And then after the Ashes, we don't take the quest. Okay, yep. Are these the seals? I've already done that. Okay, so now we go to eliminate Ravok. Let's go do that. So to eliminate Ravok, we go to the Bloodgrove Rift, and then we're going to head northeast into Fort Harran. And you can kill stuff on the way if you want. You can skip killing stuff on the way if you want. Honestly, doesn't bother me. Pretty close to 91. So I think I will put 1 more point in there just to get me to 100%. Or at least better get me to 100%. 99 still, okay. That's fine. I'm alright with that. And, yeah, actually we're above level 90, we only get 1 point now. I'd forgotten about that. I'm still in 2 skill points per level territory in my head. And like I said, you can fight all this stuff, or you can just run past it like I'm gonna do. And in we go. So we're here for Master Ravok, but there's also 2 dynamites in here, which I recommend picking up. So if you head sort of southeast at the start here, and then come around, round the outside. Just down here there will be 1 dynamite on the floor. There it is. And then once you get to Master Ravok, there will be another one just to the north of him. So, do remember to kill his friends first, if you can get them all to sort of stack up and then murder them all in one go. Alright. Now he does have a Vitality Nova, which you don't really want to take to the face. However, if you're not in melee range, you can't hit him with the Blitz. So, I don't know, when you think he's going to do the Nova, hit him with the Mark of Torment. Alright, but he is now sorted. So we're going to turn this quest in and pick up the Ashes quest. And then I think it's time to start thinking about Darkvale. So Darkvale Gate is home to just about the only boss in the game that I'm a little bit worried about before Logorian. Okay, yep, we'll go get the ashes for you. So Thalnosh, or Karoz, depending on which version of him you're worried about, is probably the most dangerous enemy between here and... probably between here and Theoden, in Ashes actually. Unless you're going to count either Mugdrogan or Ravager, which we're not doing. So I don't count them. I think he's probably, yeah, probably the most dangerous between here and there. Anyway, we're not up to him yet, so let's go clear out the mill. That'll get us some more XP. Maybe get a new hat here? Question mark? Well, speaking of new hats, I think I sold the one I was going to look at, didn't I? Yep, sure did. Oh well. It'll be fine. I mean, it's kind of not fine. It was definitely an upgrade. But it's not the end of the world. If you don't have a good hat, again, once you get to 94, you can get the ultimate Fetton mask, which is again not a bad shout for the same reason that the elite one is decent. Why do I get the feeling he's hiding behind that tiny little tent pole, and now I can't hurt him? Okay. Yeah, so you could get the ultimate Fetton mask, you could get the elite Fetton mask, it's also acceptable. You could get the Malmoth Resistance has, I think it's Vanguard or maybe Defender is the helmet from them. So that could be good as well if you need options. But I think I'll probably just go farm another one of these at some point. Or, I mean, let's be honest, we're 91. At level 94 we get a nice shiny purple hat. I think I'll probably end up just waiting for that. Okay. Let's go say hi to Zarya. I'm gonna skip that no I'm not. No I'm not. I lied. I like totems. Maybe get a new weapon from this guy as well. Wing Kazul. Probably not, but you know, it's possible. Glyph of Spontaneous Blades. Bladed Rift vanish. Okay, no, it's a teleport. Deathguard Shroud, can't use until 94 at the earliest. And I did see something of Kings there. Stalwart of Reptilian Resistance. Okay, new boots. New boots, new boots. Can I use those? Is the question. 20% poison and acid, yes. 21% aether, not really. However, pierce, no. How about cold? 27% cold. You know what? I'm gonna make it happen. Cold res there. Maybe I'll put another Ogden. Hang on. What is that? Pierce and Fire from Homestead. Okay, now Pikers, do not reset your portal. Okay? Don't reset the portal.
I'll give you a good price on what I've got left.
No resetting the portal.
See you around.
Okay, no resetting the portal. I'm just going to repeat this to myself until I'm done, because otherwise I will reset it.
I'll keep an eye on this.
Don't reset the portal. I think I'm good after this one. Because after here I'm going to be going back to, let's keep the add-on. It's probably a waste of a good blue item, but anyway. Okay, 35, that's fine, that's okay, that's not great, that's okay, that's bad, that's fine, that's actually quite bad. That's fine, that's fine. Okay. I think we're good.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Deathguard Shroud, that can go. What I am going to do
Iron well spent.
is get a Chaos and a Vitality Potion as well. Why not? If I have them. There's Chaos. That one's Vitality. Okay, I'm also going to... Where's my Royal Jelly? There we go. Where's the other one? There we go. And one more. Two more? Yeah, there we go. Alright. So I wasn't joking when I said that Thalnosh scares me. So, with that said, I am going to use all of those potions to fight him. And no, I'm not joking. I have had three, I think, hardcore characters at this point who had their journey ended by Thalnosh. I'm not messing around with him, and I recommend you don't either. This is the sort of trauma that only occurs from losing multiple characters to an enemy. Yeah, I don't mess around with Thalnosh, and I don't think you should either. I've lost more characters to Thalnosh than I think just about any other boss in the game. So to me, he is the boss of the game. And I'm going to do everything I can to prepare for the final boss of the game, as it were. I really recommend not messing around with Thalnosh. He's got the same sort of crystals going on as, is it Gabal Thune? Can't remember. Zarya's got crystals as well. But, yeah. Actually, you know what? I think we can use these here. These are all decently long duration potions. And we are done here now, so next stop is Zarya. Runebound Topaz is a really good recipe to have. Okay, I'm going to skip this for just now. And we're going to go pay a visit to Zarya. because I want to get her dead while I have the potions, and actually I thought these were a decent amount longer duration than they actually are, so that's my bad. But I do want these potions to still exist when I get to Thalnosh, because yeah, I wasn't joking. I am deathly afraid of Thalnosh. Not really deathly afraid, but he's easily the boss that I'm the most worried about. So let's see if we can't get there in a hurry. The good thing about this being ultimate is there isn't really anything else in this entire castle that I care about. One thing I will say though is that I am not going to have enough damage to kill him before his crystals come out. At least I don't think I will. So I will most likely have to relocate at least one time. Yeah, I actually think Thalnosh is like the gatekeeper of ultimate, actually. I mean, you're way more than halfway through ultimate by the time you get to him, but he's like the wall in the middle, keeps me out. Like I said, he's been the point of failure for multiple hardcore characters at this point, and I don't think any other boss has killed me more than one time in hardcore. Yeah, I think I'm happy to say that that's true. Or I guess not happy, since I'm about to fight him again. Okay, potions are halfway gone, which is not great, but I think we're going to get to him with more than enough time remaining. Okay, so what does he do? Well, he does a lot of chaos damage, he does a lot of vitality damage, does a okay amount of physical, but it's mostly chaos and vitality. He has his crystals on the floor that you want to run away from. He has his little tentacles on the floor that you also want to run away from. And summons extras as well, but it's mostly the crystals that have been the problem for me. So, fingers crossed this is not the end of the playthrough. Karoz himself is kind of nothing. So we can kill him real fast. Alright, here we go. So when I see crystals or tentacles, I move to the other side of the room. Still no crystals. Wow, he actually went down pretty quick. That goop on the floor took like a third of my life before I moved out of it. Okay, I'm glad he's dead. But yeah, be afraid. And as always, when you're coming out of Darkvale Gate, don't forget to get the Rift Gate, because you don't want to have to fight him again if you don't have to. I don't know if those potions were actually necessary, but I'm glad I used them anyway. And realistically, if I hadn't used them, they would just be sitting in my inventory, in my stash, collecting dust. And I know that if I hadn't used them, and I had died, I would have been big mad. So, that's kind of why I use potions so liberally in hardcore. Any big boss that I'm not 100% confident that I can just walk over, I will use the drugs for. We don't need to talk to these guys, I wanted Homestead. So what do we got? Just talk to Captain Soma. What do we get? Signet of Astral Ruminations. Lovely. Alright, talk to Creed. And there's 92. That's 100%. There we go. Okay, and the lumber mill is free. What do we got? Fort Icon. And the ashes. Okay, well I think that's a good place to end this episode, so let's just buy some replacement potions. Make sure there's no ridiculously good rare items here. Like, this is actually okay, but I think I'll keep my Of the Grove. But yeah, that'll be it for this episode, so thank you all very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.